Help! Save me! I'm dying of poverty. Give us a crown.
Like dung that flows to sewers, so the worst scum flows into nowhere.
Well, well, another freak.
Salutations, master.
Help! Help! I said it already, I haven't the time.
What is it?
Help! Save me!
Cowards all. Fled across the pond instead of defended their
God, it's like a racehorse.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come
You're
after.
grey like my grandma.
Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit?
It hurt him much.
Will he die?
Don't die from rats, stupid.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man you rat, and then he killed him.
That's enough. Grab your things and go home.
Like as not. Are you a wizard?
How do you know?
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Daddy's a witch hunter and chases old crows.
Looking to make some coin too, eh?
I'm warning you.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then. We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised it didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Retanian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
I'd rather resolve what I have to with Molly.
Very well. I shan't insist. The attractive one, that's Molly. Speak to her. The Baroness and I will place our wagers. You can then ride back to Novigrad with us, if you wish.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt? That Geralt? The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again?
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Kairan by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to...
Oh, that's what...
Geralt.
Gladly.
I'd say the same. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my better came back from the market.
What's the rush?
Some mysterious murders happening in some house. Your Greta's got the imagination of a drunk troubadour. She never lies about serious matters. Some storekeeper told her.
Do you like it here?
Greetings to the...
Need a trim. So long.
Watch it, peasant!
Naught but thieves, whores, and murderers.
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
Did I see that philanderer again, or is it just a bad idea?
I tell you, your daughter
Take
is
the
a
pansy
bad...
all the way in the garden.
What, did you catch him?
No luck. Driving in slippery the bugger.
You should not have come to the city.
Scrambled out the old back wall.
Do you know Mr. Menger? If you don't, you soon will.
Oh, as he drinks in the evening, might not be times. Greetings, little bottle of blood from a sorcerer's skull and sorcerer's blood. Reputation to get unwavering faith in the power of
What do you want?
Want to see...
Oh, mate.
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker...
Never sleeps. Let us say...
What do you want?
I'm the new...
And then put...
Away with...
Go plough yourselves, you fucking miser.
To marry the gorillas. With what?
I cannot tell you.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's banners from the city walls.
Fancy men like me, whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you, and I'd advise you to sod off. Sugar puss, before I report this to Papa. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But miss, he just claimed to be the cook. He's a cheat, he is.
See, Frederick, did I not warn you not to jest with the guards? They haven't any sense of humor whatever. Now take Master de Bergerac to the training room, quickly.
As you say, miss. Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll learn it. Follow me.
You're my new instructor? Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth. quick. Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Came to ask about your rhetoric.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one.
Mean he wasn't?
If you call him chasing after me. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at
Come on, closer.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden?
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
That sophisticated...
We've picked up a...
Emperor continuing to put...
His confidants must be. But Papa said...
Why not? Wonder how...
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing. Dandelion Act.
Strange? It's no use, Geralt. Edna!
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrate...
Who?
He'd apparently been an
Who'd Dandelion sing about?
I believe she's a poetess.
This woman.
Makes sense.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this cat. Been a pleasure.
Exceedingly. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss.
How's here tomorrow?
See you then.
See you, Master.
It's as much as life.
Oh!
Much as life.
The wretches who fled Velen.
And whosoever contributes coin to the...
Well, it only just stopped.
Swex. KSM.
Sick of it all.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Will someone explain to me why you are here?
Greetings!
Got a meeting with
Geralt of Rivia.
Guess it's gonna be...
Listen. Did you see this? You know,
Dressed for a masquerade.
They're not.
Humans. Another drifter in from Teria. Hey, pretty boy. That girl.
Why the devil are you bothering me? All this ain't worth a dog's prick.
Shoot! Over here!
Shoot!
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's boy...
But...
And this excellent... Finally.
We were supposed to train.
I know, Geralt.
Oh! Behave, Witcher.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of...
Only got my steel and silver swords.
We should, but you of all...
Listen, I'd really rather not.
Stop, Patrick.
Any last words?
Shit.
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield!
You all right?
Yes.
By the way...
I was bored. Exactly.
All right.
We should return. Just...
I can understand a woman wanting... Shit, she ran off. Can't be far.
No loitering round here.
7 Cats is this way. Great. Girl just wants to have fun.
All alone. Me and my friend could join you. Far from home, aren't you?
She's Ambassador.
Don't Rihanna say...
It's no surprise, look.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize as nicely as you can. Your turn.
Lucas and Cobe.
Easy.
They raised their hand.
And you...
I thought you were different from a...
You should go home.
Wouldn't be so cold if you ate onions.
Haunted. Cradle. Used but on... Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing...
Monster.
Big. If you're interested, drop by...
Go your way. I'll go mine.
Go, go. Giving me no choice.
That's it, Roach.
Come on, Roach.
Granddad's sick.
Move it!
Ah! Seen one like him before.
You're fucking dead! Don't let him catch his breath!
Killed you! You scurvy, plowing goat fucker!
Run, Roach.
The working is done so quickly. How is that? Do you pay your hands triple wages?
No, I just feed them well.
Please. I've seen what your cooks give them. Overcooked porridge without a hint of gravy.
Everything all right, dear?
approach.
Faster.
Hey-ya!
What are up to, scamp?
Got the shivers.
What?
When's your last touch a wench?
I think I'm coming down with a fever.
Bailiff's a harsh man. Best not cause any trouble at the inn.
Serpent eyes, silver sword. The eternal fire be with ye.
A storm, damn it. Move it! Go, go.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? Sure to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up. Put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with their own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible. Ah, but Dandelion's what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them, and not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines, of dubious worth.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it!
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits, and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Zoltan? Sob?
Yes. Felicia Corey, a sorcerer. A Doppler. Crafty. It was Caleb Menge who...
Met that Doppler years ago. Just after he'd assumed Chappelle's identity and...
well, that's all
Novigrad doesn't...
I was keen on start. Rather not...
Nice talk.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Sultan, you old one? Princess. Haven't even drunk her water. Naughty bird. Now, Ribby. Savor